At 9:42 p.m., a ride was requested. The app confirmed it instantly. Driver assigned, vehicle matched, route calculated. The pickup was a well-lit apartment complex, and the destination was a residential address 18 minutes away. Nothing appeared unusual. The passenger stepped outside at 9:47 p.m. The vehicle arrived at 9:49 p.m. and the trip began at 9:50 p.m. with GPS tracking active and an expected arrival time of 10:08 p.m. For the first 6 minutes, everything followed the system's route exactly. The car moved normally, speed consistent, no unexpected stops. Then at 9:56 p.m., something changed. The vehicle made a turn that was not part of the suggested route. The system recalculated, adjusting the arrival time. It didn't flag anything unusual, but the car didn't return to the original path. By 10:02 p.m., it had moved further off course. By 10:07 p.m., it was no longer heading toward the destination. At 10:14 p.m., the trip ended somewhere it wasn't supposed to. No alert was triggered. It was simply marked complete. What happened between the pickup and where the ride actually ended became the central question. The passenger was 27-year-old Amara Okoye, a digital marketing professional known for her structured routine. That evening, she had been working late at a co-working space. At 9:38 p.m., she sent a message saying she was heading home. There was no sign of urgency. For minutes later, she booked the ride. Security footage showed her leaving calmly and entering the vehicle. The driver, Daniel K., had completed over 800 trips with a high rating and no prior complaints. The vehicle was verified and the route to her home was direct, with no reported traffic issues. Initially, the trip followed that route precisely. GPS data confirmed normal movement, with speeds between 35 and 50 kilometers per hour. The first deviation at 9:56 p.m. appeared minor, but the vehicle continued in the wrong direction. By 10 p.m., it had passed the last possible turn that would have corrected the route. At 10:02 p.m., it entered a less populated area. The ride remained active, and from a system perspective, nothing seemed wrong. Investigators later examined GPS logs, which showed the vehicle slowing significantly at 9:58 p.m., dropping from normal speed to under 20 kilometers per hour, then nearly stopping at 10:01 p.m. It moved only a short distance, over 2 minutes, before accelerating again at 10:03 p.m. The car then turned onto an unlit access road, not included in any recommended route. Surveillance footage confirmed the early part of the journey, showing the car moving normally before the deviation. After that, there were gaps due to limited cameras in the area. At 10:05 p.m., a warehouse camera captured the vehicle passing by, slowing briefly before accelerating again. No other vehicles or pedestrians were visible. Phone data showed no messages or calls from Amara after the trip began. But at 10:01 p.m., her phone screen activated briefly for 3 seconds, then turned off. The driver's app showed no issues, but at 10:13 p.m., the trip was manually ended before reaching any recognized destination. The final coordinates placed the vehicle near an industrial zone with no residential presence. When investigators reconstructed the route, it became clear the turns were not random. Each one led further away from populated areas. Surveillance from a nearby facility showed the car entering a gravel lot at 10:11 p.m., remaining there for about 90 seconds, then leaving. When it exited, the passenger was no longer visible inside. That was the last confirmed moment of the trip. The investigation then focused on the driver. While his profile appeared clean, a deeper review revealed a pattern of small route deviations in previous trips. Individually, they were insignificant, but together they suggested intent. Further analysis showed he had visited the same industrial area multiple times outside the app. Data from his phone revealed searches related to access points and routes in that location. The path taken that night had not been random. It had been planned. The deviations were deliberate, leading to a location known to him. Forensic evidence later connected the vehicle to that site, confirming the route data. Authorities concluded that the ride had not gone off course by accident. The destination entered into the app had never been the true endpoint. The real destination existed only in the driver's intent. An arrest followed, supported by digital records, GPS logs, and physical evidence recovered from the location. Investigators noted that the system had worked exactly as designed. The trip was tracked, every movement recorded. But no alert was triggered because nothing appeared urgent in real time. Only after reconstructing the journey did the pattern emerge. Each turn, each pause, and each deviation formed a clear path. One that led somewhere entirely different from where it was supposed to go. What began as a routine ride became a trail of evidence, revealing a journey that quietly shifted off course. It started as a simple ride, but it ended somewhere no one expected,